What's up, YouTube? Stack44 coming in with another video. 5 things in your life you can't get back. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to all my new subscribers, all my regular subscribers, and if you're new to my channel, go ahead, that subscription button in the corner of your screen. Hit that notification bell as well, and you get all my videos sent straight to your phone or your device as soon as I put one up on YouTube. But let's get right to this video. 5 things in your life that you can't get back. You know, at the end of the day, you meet people, the older you get, people live in regret, people live in the past. And sometimes your past don't reflect on your future, but we have some people that live in the past that affects their future. I don't care who you are. You could be Denzel Washington, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. You always will look back on the past and think, oh, what I could have done better. But the beauty of looking back on the past is looking on your failures and how you turn your failures into a plus. So I came up with 5 things that I feel like that we all need to value because we can't get it back. And the first thing, and everybody should know what number 1 is time. You can't get time back. You can't get the season when you was with a person back. You can't get years when you was with a person or was on a job or spending your money wrong or anything. But you can learn from that time in the past, because as long as you living in between that slash before that death date, you have time to change something in your life. You have time to progress, regress, speak life into other people, help other people. So always remain an open-minded person, because that time on somebody else's time can help your time. So remember, always stay clear-minded, open-minded, to listen to somebody that's older or younger that might been through something to help you, and you share what you've been through to help you. That's what good humanity is sharing, sharing what you've been through and helping somebody not go through what you've been through. So remember that. Always keep an open mind and open heart, and time is something we can't get back. All right, number 2. First impressions. Now, first impressions is something that you can't get back. I'm not gonna lie. When I started this channel, I was not as, moving around. I was very nervous. So my first impressions were the first people that watched my video probably like, oh, he's trash. I ain't about to watch him. But now my first impressions could be a little bit better, because I'm used to the camera. I'm used to having more confidence in myself and more what I'm saying. So first impressions go a long way, especially on the job interview or meeting somebody's parents, or meeting a boss to the company, or just, out and about meeting a young lady or meeting a man. Your first impressions, your first 7 seconds is golden for a person to be attracted to you or turned off from you. So first impressions is something you can't get back with people. Unfortunately, it's like that, but just as what it is. So make sure you always, remain good eye contact, good handshake. And if you're a man, look a man in the eye and say what you mean and mean what you say. So first impressions are that's my number 2. All right. Number 3, depreciating assets. Now, this is something that you can't get back. Everybody had did something with depreciating asset. If it's buying a car, the biggest one to me is paying rent without having, sometimes rent is just money that's just going out the window. There's nothing wrong with paying rent. I paid rent for a long time before I bought my house. But you got to understand that time is not on your side in the long run. While you sitting here wasting $10,000, $12,000 a year, you could be trying to own something, a condo or a house, and that could be going towards your equity to pay that off. So one day it's paid off, then you won't have to worry about paying that $12,000, $13,000 a year for rent. So make sure you guys are thinking about being home ownerships, no matter what city you live in, what state you live in. Remember, try to own something, not try to rent something, because it's counterproductive for you to go buy a brand new car and pay rent. Now you got 2 liabilities on your hand, because sometimes cars always depreciate once they leave the lot, and then at the end of the day you have a 5-6 year note for a car that you could have bought for in 3, 4, or 5 years down the line for maybe $10,000, $20,000, sometimes $15,000 cheaper than when you bought it brand new off the lot. So just remember about your assets. It's a game. You got to learn how to spend money over here, save money over there. It's all a little game, a game of life. I ain't saying nothing wrong with buying a brand new car or paying rent, but you got to understand what it's going to do for you on your financial freedom and your financial future. That's my number 3. All right, number 4, when you hit the send button, let's just be honest. The other day, LeBron James hit the send button about the cop that killed the girl in Columbus for almost stabbing the other girl. And he didn't know the true facts. So once you hit the send button, it's always will be, somebody can always scrutinize you no matter if you delete the post or not. The send button is something that you can't take back. It was a time and place in life when somebody caught you slipping. If you are on fans only and you're a woman and right now you're 26, and 10 years now you might be 36 and try to be a wife, who you know that followed you or mad that you closed the page might copy your information and one day send it to your next husband. You never know. So sometimes when you hit the send button, that follows you forever. So, be careful and be mad at what you post, what you put on the internet, because people will use your stuff against you to make you look bad. So make sure you take time on what you're doing when you hit that send button. And that's my number 4. Last but not least, number 5, life-changing mistakes. Sometimes you have to make a life-changing mistake. A lot of times guys will cheat on their wives and get a woman pregnant. That's a life-changing mistake. Or a woman cheating on a man and getting pregnant by another man. Or you drinking and driving and have a car accident and have a manslaughter charge or actually kill somebody. These are mistakes that you just can't get back. You can't take back. So you gotta understand that your time and your choices are the 2 most important things you have. And you choose to do the wrong thing, it could cost you in the end. If you look at that police officer and in Minnesota that actually killed the guy and thought she was going for the taser and went for a gun. Now she's been on the force for 26 years. Now she's in jail for a while. I don't know how long she's going to be in it. She still got to go to court. But at the end of the day, her mind was saying go to the right instead of go to the left, and she grabbed the gun instead of the taser, and now she's paying for that mistake, life-changing mistake, because she took somebody's life. So remember, those split-second decisions are life-changing mistakes, and sometimes life-changing mistakes change your life for the worse, period. So that was my 5 things that you can't get back in life. The first one, go over it one more time. If you got something in the comment section, put it in the comment section. The first one was pretty much your time. The second one was your first impression. The third one was depreciating assets. Number 4 was hitting the send button, and number 5 was making a mistake, a life-changing mistake, like having a car accident or actually killing somebody or doing something to somebody for somebody to die, or just doing something that's gonna mess your whole life up, period. So make sure you guys are living your life in abundance, and make sure you're working on yourself. It's you versus you. You giving glory to God. You attacking your life, and you stacking up your life. And I'll holler at you guys on the next video. Peace.